Hello everybody and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Today we are continuing on our Bretonnia campaign here in the midst of the Chaos Invasion as we finally get some of our higher tier settlements and high tier armies up and ready to go. Last time we left off we got the rest of our lands secured, the lands united under Bretonnia under one true banner, and started dealing with a little bit of the Chaos Invasion, finishing off the undead and such similar circumstances. But today we are going to be just doing more of the same, patrolling our lands as we, try to finish up a couple more of these settlements. And really just wait for Chaos to show up, while trying to also build up our chivalry meter. Because we need to get to 2,000 chivalry in order to finally, or to complete our campaign, along with beating our Grand Errantry quest, which we may want to wait on for a little bit, at least. Some Lewin Leonkur, some Norscans have decided to come up. We got some Norscan Huskarls, which are interesting. They are an SFO unit. They're a heavy spear and shield unit, so a little bit more of a defensive Norscan unit, which isn't something they usually have too much of, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Marauder champions with great weapons. Norscan Oldenethar. I don't know what these guys are. I have not actually played SFO Norska that much. I tried it once, and then Bretonnia completely wrecked me because the AI doesn't care about its economy whatsoever. It can just cheat as much as it wants. And yeah, I got completely ran over by a 20 stack full of just Knights of the Realm, so that was cool. But nonetheless, I mean, pretty cool units, I suppose, within their roster. Again, I don't really play Norska, so I can't speak with total authority, but, they're cool. And so it looks like that Chaos Army that was besieging Altdorf was actually handled just fine by the Empire. I didn't even have time to go in there and rescue them. We shall not have a repeat of the Battle of Altdorf like the End Time novels, I guess. I'm going to keep my army here just in reinforcement range, just in case Chaos does decide to make a move. Leonkur can deal with those guys up there. And yeah, we're just trying to build up some of these settlements. And probably get a third army under Alberic de Generic over here. And send him probably up to help, I guess. Not worth any of those guys, that's good. I don't like Count Noculus just chilling in my lands. He's like raising up the vampiric corruption, and I don't appreciate that, honestly, good sir. I find it very insubordinate and churlish of you, in fact. And if you could please leave my territory, that would be a preferred resolution to our current conflict. Thank you very much. Volkmar the Grim is just chilling in Altdorf. I definitely want to try to keep the Empire at least somewhat alive. And looks like Wulfric the Wanderer is not going to give me the time of day here. He's just going to go straight for it. Alright, this is going to be interesting to fight. I don't know how good Huskarls are in combat. Their stats look pretty decent. 49, 61, 58 weapon strength with 18 bonus versus large. So, I mean, we'll see, but I'm definitely going to fight it with towers and, a shit ton of archers on the walls. We might be able to do some damage, so let's see. Okay, here we go. Man, how do they get so much siege equipment in the course of literally one turn? That's kind of busted, dude. They literally besieged it for one turn and somehow got 4 siege towers and a battering ram. What? That seems a little bit broken. I don't know if he has some kind of buff to make that better, but oh well. What can we do other than to just live with the hand that we have been dealt? Okay, so we're going to split up our archers. Probably 3 there, 3 here, 1 in a reserve here. I want most of my pressure to be on this side because this is where all the war mammoths are. In fact, there are 4 of them. And then I want some here as well. We fight for Bretonnia! Just to shoot at their Fimir. and other stuff that are going to come for this gate. Okay, let's see. So we got 2 towers coming here and 2 towers coming to here. So we're just going to kind of split up our foot squires evenly. Let's leave our paladin over here, because I feel like this is going to be the more important of the battle. And then we can put men-at-arms with sword and shields there, with foot squire support should hopefully be able to do pretty well. And then I want 2 of you at each gate, and then another spearman at arms there just in case. And Knights of the Realm, just kind of stay in reserve. Really, we do have a be a hero, which is pretty good. Pop that up to give a slight boost to our troops when the fighting gets a little bit rough. Once these towers start to get in, I'm going to have to pull these archers back, unfortunately. But we should hopefully be able to do some good damage with them before that happens. And let's see what we can do. Going to target all of you on the same tower. And same with you. If we can.
My lord, ready.
Okay, yeah, all people fire at that feral mammoth. If you could, please. Oh my god, what is that? You're just spamming fireballs. What is this? Oh my lord. Okay, that's very interesting. I only have a good target. Yeah, shooting at the Huskarls is good. Are these towers even firing? Okay, they're firing at that one. Okay, they're just now oh wait, I was shooting at the wrong one. Whoops. I'll go back on target. That one's really close to dying. Whoops. A little bit of a mistake there. Yeah, they're gonna break through that, so shoot at the Fimir.
Ready for orders. Run, men.
Okay, good. That's one of them down. If they can fire those Huskarls as they get down, that would be good. Now, these guys have wall attacker? They do. So I gotta be careful of these walls. So as we can see, they can destroy the walls if they attack it for long enough. That one's at 36%. Wolfric's coming over here. Hop down be a hero because it does increase our reload reduction rate. So yeah, if we can just kind of do as much damage as possible to these Fimir, that would be good. Alright, and the first ranks are coming up. Try to murder that unit before you get too much damage done. Okay. How's that wall doing? 72%. That's getting kind of low. Okay. Might be worth abandoning these walls pretty soon. And pulling back to there. Alright, now let's see how this is going. Oof. Yeah, gonna have to retreat you guys back. I'll get you guys in there. Okay, good. We pulled off just in time. Those guys routed. Go ahead and move you over. Alright, let's see. How's this battle going? Yeah, that one Huskarl unit got wrecked by the towers, so it's doing just fine. They are pushing through there, which is not as fine, I'll admit. Foot squires can go over there, stop them from climbing up. I think they're going to try and climb up, maybe. No, do not go into melee. Do not go into melee. Gotta just love the pathing. Yeah, Marauder Champions are going to be a tough opponent for sure.
We fight for Bretonnia. Fighters, run!
Okay, well, have you guys do some suppressive fire up there. They're not trying to get through the gate too much there. Why are you doing this? Okay, we're gonna need our Knights of the Realm to come up. Okay, getting a little bit of suppressing fire here. These foot squires need to aid in this flank. What are you doing? God. Okay, we do have our Green Knight summon. And that's probably going to be important here. Oh, we can at least fire at you. Hop down, be a hero here. Send you back. Man, those foot squires got messed up. Those Huskarls are good.
Orders! Run, man! Quick march! Quickly, lads!
Pull you back. Hopefully those archers are doing some good.
God help us! Spearmen at arms!
Norscan Ice Wolves. Okay, that caster is not really where he wants to be. But none of my peasants are where they want to be either. Those Huskarls are just really good, man. Should be able to get some good volleys right into their backs here. Take a look at these guys. Yeah, they're big boys with big shields. Knights of the Realm are doing good.
For the king!
Still want to kind of save my Green Knight summon. Okay, good. This Femir Balecaster is routed. Doing some good shots into them. Man, they have pretty high armor, too. Okay, Femir Balefiend is dead. Now, the big issue are definitely the mammoths that are still alive. You guys are kind of obstructed inside of each other. Okay, we're going to try and just pull back some stuff into the final choke point here. I think it's time to summon the Green Knight. Get in there and try to just deal as much damage as possible. Okay, you guys are out of ammo. That's a bit of an issue. Okay. Front line is essentially collapsing. We're gonna retreat you guys back now. Yeah, Bretonnian peasants are just not good enough, man. Knights of the Realm are broken. Okay, just try to pull back for a last stand here. Damn, it's kind of dumb though that they were able to get so much siege equipment. They literally besieged it for one turn.
Quickly, lads! Serve and obey! Have at him!
Yeah, let's get some rear volleys in there. Looks like army loss is gonna kick in soon, probably.
For the lady. Yes. We serve our liege.
Let's see what we can do here. Green Knight's beating up on this mammoth, though.
Shields high.
But I doubt that's going to be enough. Yeah, peasants just aren't good enough to really hold off against this. And now we know, Norscan Huskarls, really good.
Peasant woman. God help us.
Let's pop down, be a hero. Try to do as much damage as possible.
Bows drawn.
Let's see if we can get another Dolores Blade. I don't know how much longer we have on his summon here.
Squires.
Because we are max level chivalry, so we get the maximum amount of time to have him around.
Peasant woman.
Don't you run, Mammoth. Don't you run.
Bretonnia. Apace. At once.
Yeah, don't you run from me. Oh, the Huskarls.
Quickly.
I don't want to fight the Huskarls. Looks like we're going to have to.
By the lady.
Famir Warriors. Yeah, this is going to be the end of our now. Damn, bro. Our settlement held for so long, but now Norsca has to, of course, come and bring us down. The Green Knight is our final protector, as he is unbreakable. Let's see, can he do it? Yeah, no. He may be a powerful warrior, but not enough to stop an entire Norscan army by himself. There we go. A sad day. Arnau has been razed to the ground. Feels bad, man. Held for such a long while. But that was just a little bit too much for the garrison to overcome. No, I might have been able to cheese it if I had just completely abandoned the walls and held the capture point. But, you know. I don't even know if that would have worked because they just have so much terror-causing stuff. And peasant bowmen are not very good
Champion of the lady.
at dealing damage to highly armored stuff. They have really low AP values.
What trickery is
But we will have our revenge. Ulfric the Wanderer is going to get completely stomped here. We will avenge the brave citizens of Arnau.
making my
Execute the captives.
way by the light of the lady?
And probably just recolonize it, honestly. I want to keep as much land as possible, because if there's only one force I can afford to lose land to, and that's Chaos. Not necessarily Norsca. And yeah, I don't see any Chaos around here, and the Empire looks to be fine. So I'm going to send this army up to kind of try and go and follow Throg around, see what he's up to. I don't want more lands falling to Norsca. So it might be worth coming up here and kind of giving the fight to him a little bit. Raise some of his settlements to at least slow him down a little bit. Oh, Brion can level up. And then if we can get another army up as well, that would be good. Our economy's good, but I think another army would bring it down back into the not great territory. Another good one, at least. But hey, you know, whatever. Anyways, I hope you're all having a good and happy Tuesday. Hope you're all finding some form of relief within the Flyers firestorm that has been, you know, just raging through the CA forums and Total War subreddit and such after CA made a big whoopsie with 3 Kingdoms. Just coming out of the blue to end a game that really needed more work and time. Just a baffling situation that really should have been avoided honestly. Grimgore's dead. That's not good. Chaos is just wiping through everything. It looks like they might come around to the south here.
You seek me?
So the Fey Enchantress may have to get an army going here. But yeah, it's just a very confusing situation for everyone involved. I don't understand why CA handled it the way they did, or even really ended the game at all. I get that DLC sales weren't great for them, but it's honestly a self-inflicted problem because the DLC were not good. A lot of Marauder Champions. Okay, that's an actually good army. And so it's just kind of really weird that they stopped the development of a game because the development they have been giving it was kind of really bad and not very good. Honestly, none of the DLCs are that impressive except like Furious Wild. Even if you compare it to Warhammer DLC, which a lot of people take problem with, even though I think are handled really well. A Lord pack for like $10 is 2 new legendary lords and their factions with different mechanics, a handful of new units, and different start positions on the map. And usually comes with a good free DLC update for other factions. And even if you don't buy the update or buy the DLC, you still can have it in your game, which is a really good policy that I wish more companies did. Paradox, looking at you. Yeah, that might be good. And, well, 3K gives you the same legendary lords that you've already had. Maybe a couple new units, like 1 or 2, for those factions. And then maybe a new mechanic or so for around the same price. It's really not worth it as a consumer to get those DLCs, so no wonder they didn't sell well. And even then, like, it's kind of weird, right? Because CA has never said anything that would even remotely allude to the fact that they needed more money, right? Well, you've heard nothing but financial success after financial success from them. Three Kingdoms being the fastest selling and possibly best selling game of the whole franchise, really. And then to just straight up abandon it completely out of the blue is just weird, you know? And so they've gotten a lot of backlash for it, and it's deserved. For sure. It also is just confusing, because this is stuff they've learned with Warhammer. They understand that, you know, a new time period for a Three Kingdom DLC isn't good, because we don't like mini-campaigns. That's why we got rid of them after the Beastmen and the or the Wood Elves. It just took away from unit rosters. And just made the DLC not worth the money, when it could be better served actually fleshing out the factions and their unit rosters and giving us more content to play with. And so the whole situation is just weird. And hopefully they learn from it and pull over some of the creative direction that the Warhammer series has, because it has really grown and gotten a lot better over time, and I feel like they've learned a lot of important lessons. What have you to Corone? Kind of an interesting situation to be in here, for sure.
I am the blood of Shin.
I'll wait another turn for you to land, and then you'll march up north and burn Wrecker's Point. So yeah, just very disappointing to see from a company that I very much like. I like CA. I think they've gotten past a lot of the anti-consumer practices that they had back in the day, especially with the day one DLCs, and their whole DLC policy in general has just gotten a lot better over time with the Warhammer series. It's really a shame to see that wasn't carried over to the other parts of the studio. That they just completely gave up on it, and threw historical games to the wolves. Really, it feels bad. I love Warhammer; it's probably my favorite trilogy of Total War. But I still also love the historical games too. I mean, I grew up on them. Shogun 2 and Rome 2 are some of my favorite games of all time, really. So it's a shame to see, especially because I don't want another Three Kingdoms game, because we just had a Three Kingdoms game. So it feels just kind of like getting the same product over again, and I don't really want that. I want a Medieval 3 or an Empire 2 or Napoleon 2, something like that. I don't want another Antiquity game. And I want like another true-to-form historical title, because we haven't had one of those in so long. Ever since Attila, I think, was the last one. Because the Saga games aren't really that great. I kind of like Troy. I can respect Troy. I had some fun with it. But it certainly is not like on the same tier level as, you know, all the historical titles. And another Gunpowder one would be good, because we just have not had anything outside of like classical antiquity from a Total War game in so long. But anyways, that's just my little rant about the situation. Want to send Luan Kerr back here. Let's see. Yeah, this army is stuck in march stance. Yeah, get wrecked. I can execute the captives. Bam, good attacker. Is there like a river there or something? I guess. And we just gotta deal with Throg here. Man, he is raiding a lot of income's worth. Oh, jeez. But suddenly he's losing money. I don't understand how the economy works in this goddamn game. it will just change on a dime for no reason whatsoever. Suddenly, one turn he's raiding 6,000, and then you start building a building somewhere else, and now he's only raiding 1,600. What? Weird stuff, man. Oh, that's why we love it. In other news, Throg has suicided himself into my stack, so that's pleasant. In other news, we're getting more teasers for Warhammer 3, and I feel like I might be in the minority, but I'm kind of sick of their current teasers. Like, after the gameplay reveal, I just don't really care about most of this other stuff. The Legendary Lord reveal was good as well. Constantin, basically, Rasputin for Kislev is an interesting choice. Getting some new characters, which is good. But I don't really care for seeing, like, highlighting the war wagons of Kislev, because they aren't very good for the Empire. I don't think they're going to be very good for Kislev either. And just a lot of stuff that's like, I would kind of like to see just new stuff, please. Newer stuff and better stuff. I want, like, the other Chaos Gods reveal, like Kislev and Khorne, I get it. You know, they're cool, they look cool. But, you know, I just kind of want to see some new stuff, really. Which I admit might just be a little bit, sound like a little bit of a spoiled brat, but, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get some cool new reveals soon enough. So I think that's Skaven, that wasn't Chaos. I don't know where Chaos is. And Scryer doing a pestilence scheme, which I don't like. I hate the plagues. They will wreck your day. And not take no for an answer. No matter how badly you try to persuade them otherwise. Hermals, I don't want to lose the chivalry, though. Yeah, probably this, I guess. I don't remember what I had in there last time, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I think about it. Okay, let's get Alberic Degeneric's army going here. Okay. Like 4 of you. Oh, I don't want you your type. I want longbowmen. 4-3, throwing like 2 foot squires to support the front line. Oh, this guy's cost 0 to recruit. Okay, that makes that proposition a lot more palatable. That might be worth it then. Get the Hermit Knights in my army here. Good support unit for the front line. I would have to take off a Men-at-Arms polearm unit to replace them, though. I don't know if that's really what I want to do. You can place with the Grail Relique. But I like having that immune to Psych in a AoE. Keeps the peasants fighting for a lot longer. Ah, why not? We can try it. Go into encampment stance. Get rid of one of you. Let's get the Hermit Knights. Why not? They are a cool unit for sure. They're not bad, but you know, they're just kind of outclassed by a lot of the other special infantry units in the game. Stuff like Blood Dragon Warriors and Aspiring Champions and the like. Okay, Luan Kerr. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna invade Norsca, boys. We're gonna invade Norsca. And just kind of burn down some of their stuff, because I'm sick and tired of having their armies come down and raid my settlements. So I'm just gonna go ahead and burn all their settlements along the coastline, like Sigmar did in the ancient times. Alright, bam. Oh wow, I forgot we were researching technology. It's been so long. Well, that was an improve to our research speed, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. A wee old bit. I don't have a lot of iron or gold mines, do I? From industry. I mean, those are good. But give me blinker hoods. Make my cavalry better. I guess we'll have to get that for the tech down the line, but okay. Go ahead. We're gonna raise Pack Ice Bay, go over to Ice Drake Fjord. Let's raise all this stuff, really. Stick it to where it hurts the Norscans the most. Ruin what little of an economy they have going and try to get rid of some of their high-tier recruiting buildings so they can just stick to lower-tier Marauder troops. I think that'll be good. Stick it to them. And just kind of give us some breathing room, really. Okay, Alberic's army. Yeah, some foot squires from the front line. Okay, so we have 8 units of cavalry to get. Well, not really, because I'm going to need like 2 heroes. Oh, we can get a Sons of Bretonnia. Yeah, for sure. Let's get one of these guys. Of enemy armies in the region. Okay, that's good. Virtue duty. Oh, that's pretty good as well. Alright. These guys are kind of cool because they're kind of like an ethereal group of casters. A little bit. They got magic. They got good. No, they're not ethereal. Sorry. Like a small group of elite soldiers, like a squad. I rank up 5 times. And then, yeah, they have a bunch of different lores of magic. And do decent in melee. They're kind of like a hybrid unit. Yeah, they can be cool. And then get another regular paladin. Sure, and that'll work. Let's give you a ridiculous charge bonus. Sure, 150 charge bonus. Let's go. Alright, perfect. Make sure you take your vow as well. Throw you in. So that's 2 extra, so got 6 room for knights. Probably go like all questing, like 3 questing knights and then 3 hippogriff knights. Because I want the Hippogriff squad with Alberic, because of that Braid of Bordelot, which gives +8 bonus versus large and an AoE around him. Put that on Hippogriff Knights, and you have a really powerful goon squad. Less cavalry heavy, a little bit more on the infantry with that. So we'll see how that kind of build does. You'll just try out different types of armies, you know. Clan Moors is Confederate Clan Scryer. Okay. I don't think Clan Scryer had much other than their capital anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue for us to deal with. Especially because we're not at war with them. That's kind of a big plus. Got this Chaos guy just walking through our lands, being a huge nuisance, really.